Hi, I'm Steve Sample with Bama Talk. Don't miss a single episode of Bama Talk Show, available now on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app, and on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday evening, May 29th. I'm James Spann, beginning to look and feel like summer with a handful of those pop-up splash and dash showers today. Let's check some of the Skycam shots around the network at mid-afternoon. First off, coming from Tuscaloosa. Sky there is partly sunny. Again, a few little showers have popped up, but not many. They're very widely spaced. That's the Haleyville Skycam up in Winston County. Very similar sky there. And on the Alabama Gulf Coast, the sun is shining. If you're beach bound for the rest of the week and the weekend, about 7 to 10 hours of sun each day, with a few scattered showers possible, but the rain, if it comes, won't last long. Highs in the 80s, water temperatures 77 to 80, pretty much what you expect in late May. And speaking of the Gulf, thought I'd show you this right off the top of the run of the graphics here. This is a minimal hurricane, Barbara, that is moving into the Mexican coast. And, the Pacific season started May 15th. There was Alvin, and now this is Barbara. And that's not going to move very quickly coming up through there, and that's going to produce probably a lot of flooding. And, of course, the remnant of that will emerge into the Bay of Campeche this weekend, and we'll keep an eye on that. Here's a look at the big picture up this way. You can tell that's trouble. I mean, that's just screaming trouble in late May. Big negative tilt trough coming out of the Rockies, unstable air all across the Corn Belt. And you can see convection already firing out there, and it's going to be another storm chaser's delight today out there if the cap can break in most of those areas. But around here, things pretty quiet. Temperatures are in the 80s where they should be. Birmingham at 85, the warm spot Montgomery at 89. And that's the radar at 256. Whenever we say widely scattered afternoon showers, that's what we mean. Most of the state dry. The bulk of the showers are west of I-65. South of I-20, although we've got a few in Lamar County up in northwest Alabama. Those fade away once the sun goes down. Heavier downpours down over southwest Alabama where the moisture is deeper. Places like Dixon's Mills and Nanophilia and Butler, Toxie, down in Choctaw County getting some pretty decent storms. All right, action in the plains. One of the many tornado watches up out there. This is for parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas until 10 o'clock. That's in that moderate risk area that includes the zone from near Childress, Texas, up into Nebraska. That's basically along and west of I-35. And the slight risk surrounding that extends all the way up to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Madison, Wisconsin. Also a slight risk over parts of the northeast United States tonight. Tomorrow, again, the nation's midsection with a risk of severe weather from near Wichita Falls, Texas, up to Chicago, Minneapolis, St. Paul, into the Dakotas. Here's a look at the probabilities tomorrow. The bigger numbers are around Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and Wichita. And on day 3, which is Friday, slight risk from near Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Little Rock, up to St. Louis, Chicago, Indianapolis, almost to Cleveland. Day 4, the red zone there, that's Saturday, a risk of severe weather just north and west of the state. That would include Memphis and Paducah, Kentucky. And on day 5, which is Sunday, no risk here. A severe weather risk over parts of the northeast United States. Bottom line is we're just kind of out of the storm track, and organized severe weather not expected here anytime soon. Rain for the next 5 days, big numbers out across the nation's midsection. The bullseye 7 inches near Springfield, Missouri. Wow. And also, we note that max over South Florida. In Florida, some heavy rain possible, basically from I-4 south, and that would be with a tropical wave-type feature, and we'll take a look at that in modeling here. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at 500 millibars. That's about 18 to 20,000 feet up. Negative tilt trough out across the plain states, and another severe weather day likely. The main surface low tomorrow is over the Dakotas, 991 millibars. Strong winds, just howling winds. From Oklahoma up into Missouri and Iowa, where severe storms are likely. But around here, we're still pretty much under ridging, so nothing organized, and the stuff should be scattered. This is the high-res NAM, valid at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And you can see pockets of convection across the Deep South, but it will be very scattered in nature. There might be a strong storm. There's always that chance on a summer day with a lot of lightning, but the organized severe weather not happening here. Go to Friday. This is 7 p.m. Friday evening, and it's the same deal. We'll just widely scattered afternoon showers or storms. High temperatures will likely stay in the mid to upper 80s tomorrow and Friday. Here's a look at Saturday as we start the weekend. Obviously, the better dynamic forcing remains well to the north of the state, and down below that, it's the same deal. Highs, mid to upper 80s. There could be a shower in spots, but quite frankly, that looks pretty dry. We'll go to Sunday, and we've got a cold front approaching from the north and west, and that should bring a general increase in the number of showers and storms. Not to say it's going to rain all day. It won't, but it should rain a time or two. And down to the south, we note that surface low over the Gulf. And our friends that might have a trip to Orlando or Tampa Bay or Miami, just keep an eye on that. That could wet down the Florida Peninsula at some point next week. We'll go to Monday. The feature in the Gulf not moving much. And again, the front, I don't know if it's going to push through here. The GFS has tried to do that, but it's very hard to get fronts through here. They can come through, but with little upper support, I'm not so sure we get into drier air. So we'll keep a chance of scattered showers and storms going on Monday as well. And Tuesday, the front just dissipates. It fizzles over us. So, again, it might be a little drier, but still we might want to mention some chance of a shower Tuesday. They'll be scattered. And again, the Gulf of Mexico is unsettled, and exactly what goes on down there, we don't know. More than likely, these early season systems, they don't become hurricanes. They're just rainmakers. And again, I think a pretty decent chance this will bring a lot of rain to the Florida Peninsula, not the Panhandle, but the Peninsula. That's, Orlando, Tampa, Daytona Beach, Miami, Fort Myers next week. A week from today, this is Wednesday. Again, the big dynamic support is way up north. We note a little shortwave coming in here, and that looks kind of wet. So, again, the chance of scattered showers and storms Wednesday. We're going to mention scattered showers and storms every day for the next week. But the better coverage probably maybe Sunday and maybe then again Wednesday of next week. And again, there's no well-defined tropical storm in the Gulf down there. We'll go to June the 7th. This is Friday of next week. And again, there's a weak surface low in the Gulf, but it just looks wet for the Florida Peninsula. Whether it's a wave or a depression or whatever, it doesn't really matter. The effect is what matters. And one way or the other, it looks relatively wet in Florida for the peninsula next week. We'll check the end of the forecast on June 14th. The one thing you don't want to see here is one of those nasty upper highs, and there is one on this chart, but not here. It's over New Mexico and Arizona. They're going to be baking out there. That's a 591 ring. When you see the 594s, that's really hot. But we're in a general trough over the east, and you can see that weakness here, and that's good. You don't want to see an early season upper high setting up because those things can be they just want to stick around for a long time. But that would suggest kind of a cloudy-ish and showery weather out there at mid-month, in mid-June, if that's right. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you can, watch us on ABC 3340 News this evening at 4, 5, 6, and 10 on the live stream or the television side. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Be sure to catch the next episode of Just Talking It Up on iTunes, Stitcher, your favorite podcast app, or on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
Hey, you forgot our names.
No.
You did. You forgot our names.
Don't be silly. I'm Janet, your Crash, see?
She's just like a goose. She wakes up in a new world every day.